The filter-free diary. Uh,
Good evening. It's 5:30, and I think it's Friday. I don't know. You know, not for nothing. It's great not being anchored to time. Whoever decided that a human should schedule out their time is just definitely trying to micromanage the entire human race. But anyways, definitely don't want to talk about that. What I do want to talk about is considering the origin of the Old Testament. I thought we might look at how those people are doing. You know, because not for nothing, they escaped out of Egypt, and Egypt was like a bad place, and their God did all this magic against Egypt. But the thing is, Egypt has like pyramids, monuments, so much rich culture and history. Like, and don't get me wrong, like every empire before it and after it, they all end up toppling. But there's so much that came out of Egypt. It's kind of hard to believe that at least part of the culture wasn't headed in the right direction, doing the right thing. You know, if you can't amass people if people don't believe in your cause, you know. But if we look at some of the other developing nations in that area, specifically, you know, the ones that escaped from the big bad Egyptians, we see they were at war with their neighbors, and they're still at war with their neighbors, and they're just getting more deadly and more desperate in their war with their neighbors. So for 2,000, 4,000, 5,000 years, however long it's been, they've managed to accomplish a lot of war. Haven't really built too much anything. There's a rock that they're fighting over with their neighbors. A rock and a holy city. For thousands and thousands of years. What is their God waiting on? Did they break some kind of covenant with their God? Is their God not going to do a thing now? Are they just stuck in their own war and bullshit forever and ever and ever until they grow the fuck up? Well, that sucks for them. Maybe eventually they'll get their shit together and they'll build some great monuments and some great marks on history. Maybe. Or maybe they'll eventually win their holy city from the other group that thinks it's holy. Isn't it kind of ironic to have a war over something you think that's holy? Unless, of course, you know, your God is the God of war. Then it actually makes sense. Then you're like, in the name of my God, I will use war to win for war. That makes sense. Can you use peace to win for peace? I don't know. Gandhi seemed to think so. Didn't he like set himself on fire? I just thought, you know, if we fast forward a couple thousand years and see where those cultures are now. Egypt still exists, still a country. Definitely not a great and mighty nation anymore, but still exists. I don't know if they're at war. They might be at war. Is everybody at war? Is war the new thing? Well, if Israel's God couldn't help them win in the last however many thousands of years it's been, I don't foresee that changing anytime soon. Maybe it's waiting a long time. Maybe it's just watching the war. Maybe it's waiting to see who's gonna win, and then it'll just support the winner of the war. Be like, yeah, that's the one I was backing this whole time. Almost sounds human. Anyways, I'm just out here on the patio thinking about what people have done in thousands of years and where they've come. Have a good afternoon.